is barely pulling harder than when it was only 6, even though everyone seems to be working hard. Afterward, you ask others if they noticed the same thing. Everyone says, "I was pulling my weight, but it sure seems that others weren't." 1 plus 1 equals 1.5? If the boulder exercise sounds like something you have experienced on your own team, then you have encountered a well-known phenomenon first identified by Max Ringelmann in the early 20th century. Social loafing. It names the tendency to apply less and less effort to a task as more people become involved with it. In the original studies of what became known as the Ringelmann effect, the French engineer analyzed the amount of energy expended by his students in a rope-pulling contest. As each side expanded its team, each person became less committed to the task, subconsciously slacking off more and more. No synergies here. 1 plus 1 equals something less than 2. This is just one in a long list of bad habits that most teams tend to cultivate over time, even though they might not be aware of it. Teamwork everywhere, all of the time. Flawed or not, teams show no signs of going away. Increasingly, in fact, being good at teamwork is synonymous with simply being good at work, and for a valid reason. The complexity of today's world, shaped by rapidly accelerating technological, economic, and cultural trends, demands that organizations of all kinds seek out the synergistic potential of teams. But too often, what teams deliver is a lot of talk and little accountability. How many team kickoff meetings have left you, just a few minutes afterward, not quite sure of what the heck was accomplished? And wait, when is the next meeting anyway? Hence, the basic question that led us to write this program. How do you create a team that is committed to high performance when few teams end up being truly greater than the sum of their parts? Our answer is a simple framework, the 3x3. It is built on 3 foundations and supports an interactive 3-step process. By helping you get better at leading teams, the 3x3 will help you get better at virtually all aspects of your work. A teamwork laboratory, creating the 3x3 framework. Our own team came together through the Executive Development Program, EDP, at the Wharton School of Business. We were a group of assorted organizational specialists, social scientists, MBAs, and management consultants with decades of combined experience researching and solving problems related to group dynamics. Mario Moussa, co-director of Wharton's Strategic Persuasion Workshop and an EDP faculty member, gave us one goal: produce a field-tested process for creating and leading high-performance teams, HPTs. Wharton's EDP, an immersive 2-week experience, attracts leaders and rising stars who come from all around the world to develop a broad range of business skills. Participants learn under the guidance of top faculty and academic director Pete Fader, the Francis and Pei Yuan Chia Professor of Marketing. One of the core components of the program is a highly realistic business simulation that creates a living teamwork laboratory. Because EDP participants are the best of the best, the program is an ideal environment in which to stress test our theories about what makes teams tick and how they get better. To give you a sense of how this laboratory works and why it helps crystallize the key features of high and low-performing teams, let us bring you into a world of the simulation, entering the way hundreds of participants do every year. At the beginning, you sit, huddled in a conference room with 6 other executives from nearly every continent on the planet. They are your teammates, but you have never met any of them before, and, given the number of languages spoken in the room, you may have trouble communicating with them about even the most basic topics. To make matters worse, you know next to nothing about your company's industry, and neither does anyone else, because it is organized around medical devices that don't exist in the real world. Nevertheless, all of you have to quickly ramp up and, as a team, make a series of business decisions.